Hey everybody, Zoya here. And today I'm watching JYP's new music video called Fever, featuring Super BIBI. Before we get into the music video, I just wanted to make note of my band-aid right here. So, JYP. I know some things about JYP, definitely a lot more than about Mamamoo. And if you haven't seen my reaction to Mamamoo, you can watch it right here. Now, I know this video is about JYP, but I want to make a point, so I'll talk about Mamamoo a little bit. I really don't know too much about Mamamoo, and I'm not really in the K-pop bubble, you know, where people like really know everything about everyone. When someone like me steps in and says something or does an impression, it's like, ooh, she really doesn't know anything. And it's like, that's the point. But I feel like I'm getting the impression that Mamamoo is kind of like, if I were to compare it to anything else, like classical music, because of course everyone's into classical music, right? It's kind of like Mussorgsky. Because like if you really are familiar with classical music and you're into it, then you will know who Mussorgsky is. But if you're not into classical music and you don't listen to classical music, then if somebody says, oh, do you know Mussorgsky? You're probably not gonna know, but you may have heard melodies somewhere, but you just don't know who the composer was. For example, one time I was in an elevator with one of my friends and there was elevator music playing, and it was actually Mussorgsky's картинки с выставки. What is it? Pictures at an exhibition. There we go. And it was like, and then I tell my friend, oh, Mussorgsky. And my friend was like, did you just sneeze? And for me, it was like, but you know, for them, they don't know. So I can't really judge them because they just don't know. So I feel like it's kind of like that with Mamamoo. For example, like my husband, he's Korean, like Korean. Like I'm Russian Korean, but he's Korean. And he doesn't know who Mamamoo are. And so I was doing a react and he was asking, what are you watching? I was like, oh, I'm watching Mamamoo. He was like, Mama who? Now, this is a segue to JYP. JYP is like the Mozart, okay, of K-pop. You don't have to like classical music to know Mozart. And you don't have to like K-pop to know JYP. As for me, I did like his song called 살아있네, like Still Alive. 3 years ago it came out. And I thought it was really funny. And I really liked that it wasn't like a love song or any kind of, sappy ballad, but it was about him basically being the boss. Literally. And I've seen this one show with him. I forget what the show is called. Saw it on TV. And it was like visiting a CEO and just looking at their schedule and visiting their home. And so they were looking at Mr. Park and what he was doing and how his day ran. And it was crazy. Like, the man is a beast. He only has like 2 changes of clothes for each season or something like that. Like, it's insane. The man has like unbelievable work ethic. It's crazy. And discipline also. So very respected. And today I'm going to watch his new music video, Fever, which already has 10 million views, which is already more than the 8.5 million from his Still Alive video, which came out 3 years ago. Okay, so I'm prepared to be amazed. The screen is live Park Jin-young, JY Park, Fever, featuring Super BIBI, MV, 2019, 11, 29, Mnet. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, he's composing at home. Oh, he doesn't like it. Sounded good though. Come on, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. He might like need like a little bit of a bigger keyboard. Oh, somebody came. A girl. Hi. I just moved in next door. Okay. Have some rice cake. Well, that's nice. You know, when neighbors come over and they do a little, housewarming gift or whatnot. Oh, it's not really a housewarming gift. It's like, what do people bring in America? Like cookies? I don't know. You just moved in. You want to say hi to your neighbor. Just be nice. Even those kinds of things, I feel like not a lot of people do these days. Like, that's really nice. And that dog looks delicious. She knows how to cook. That's awkward. Okay, she closed the door on him. He's inspired. He's gonna write a song. Come on, Mr. Park. We all know what's on your mind now. Oh, the funk. There she is. All in white. With her rice cakes. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty sure that was his imagination. Unless she came over like multiple times in different outfits. Oh. This perfect scenario. He sees her. Oh, he's flexing. Showing her. Is she actually doing it in front of him? Or is that his imagination? I'm not sure. I would think it's his imagination, because that would be weird if she did it herself. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're entering the imagination zone here. Unless, of course, they just met like the previous day and now they're just dancing it out in his apartment with neon lights and like dressed like they just came from a carnival. The song is really catchy. Like, I'm just listening to it right now and I'm already like picking up on it. I feel like I don't have to watch it twice to remember what it sounds like. It's got that signature sound. I keep talking over the song, I'm sorry. I do want to apologize for, stopping it all the time, but I'm trying not to get copyright claimed, so forgive me. The song really has that signature JYP sound to it, which I can appreciate, because an expert like me can really identify when something sounds like JYP or not. Of course I'm kidding. How can I tell? I really can't. But I like the sound of this. Okay, go into the elevator. Nice turtleneck. Oh, may I just say, I never stop the elevator doors in Korea, like, with anything, but your hands especially. You never do that here. Like, they just close on you, okay? It doesn't matter if you, like, put your foot in there or something. If you put your foot in there, your foot's gonna go, ooh! Like, one time we were at this office tower, we were coming up, and we stopped at one floor, and somebody was like, wait, like, running, and the doors start closing, and they're, like, trying to reach, and they, like, reached in with their fingers, and the doors just keep closing. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to, like, fortunately, she pulled out, and, that was awkward. And here she is. She did it. She pried the door open. She looks a little too eager, in my opinion. All right. There they go. Ooh, she's hot. Okay. And... oh, okay. I'm guessing... this is not his imagination anymore. I'm confused, but I guess this worked out well for him. Okay, he did not expect that. They're married now. Who would have thought? Oh, and they're making rice cakes together with the moonlight, of course, in the background. Oh, where did she come from? Gotta appreciate the instrumental here. You know how a lot of times they do, like, music videos where it's like raining indoors and it like doesn't make sense? Well, here it makes sense. The fire alarm went off because it's too hot. Now they're dancing in the rain. Oh, and he's back to reality. Is something gonna happen that I think is gonna happen? All right, she pries the door open yet again. Ah, that was fun. I guess the only thing I can say is JYP. Really catchy song, really funky, instrumentals, you know. There's a scenario, there's a story, and I love stories. And there was definitely one here. JYP, old man. Just can't stop being a player. One thing I want to say though, after I watched that show, like visiting the CEO in his house, like they actually visited his house. That's not how his house looks like, okay? This one is way too colorful and it has way too much stuff in it. His house was like 90% empty and there was almost like no furniture. But this was a fun experience. I'm glad I watched it. I dare say I had pretty high expectations and this did not disappoint. What about you? What did you think when you heard his song or saw the music video for the first time? What were your impressions? What did you think of the story? What did you think of the melody? What did you think of everything? Let me know, because I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I have other videos where I react to other things in Russian and in English. I'm trying to build my library, so please support. This was Zoya. Thank you so much, and until next time.